Welcome in. I am the CryptoBullGod, and in today's video, the third installment of Crypto AI Set to Rise, with the focus today on TRAC OriginTrail. In today's video, what we will discuss are areas of price confluence on the way up where there will be resistance, as well as where will we ultimately land when Bitcoin has its blow off top? How high of a price target can TRAC reach? If you appreciate the content, make sure to hit the thumbs up button, drop me a comment. You gotta click the bell icon for notifications to know when I go live each and every single weekday for All in the Charts, taking your crypto TA questions. You can also find me on Twitter, YouTube, even Instagram for some gym motivation, as well as Tradingview. It is one word, CryptoBullGod. Just a quick disclosure that none of what I'm sharing is financial advice. I'm simply looking to educate and to help others in the crypto community through sound, logical, technical analysis. We're all big boys and big girls, so we can make our own personal financial decisions. With that being said, let's get into it. All right, we're going to take a look at 4 total charts today for TRAC. We're going to take a look at 2 USD charts as well as 2 pairing charts for TRAC. First up, we're taking a look at TRAC USD on the weekly. Red are always areas of price resistance, and green are areas of price support. You can see here that I'm using the BitTrex exchange because it has the most price data for TRAC. While I do buy and sell my TRAC using Coinbase, it is available on Coinbase. It doesn't have as much price data as BitTrex. And again, this is a weekly chart. Very clearly displayed out here. You can see that there's an uptrending line of support that we're currently holding. There's also, and I kind of have 2 lines drawn here from, there's an area of price confluence here and an area of price confluence here. But you can see there's a major area of price resistance as well, descending resistance on the way down. So the way I would read this chart right now is price is sort of coiling up in here. Could it continue to go sideways for several months? Yes, it most certainly could, but my view is this thing's going to break to the upside sooner rather than later, given also where I feel the entire market is at. If you're following me on All in the Charts, which is my daily live stream, you know exactly how I feel where the market is currently positioned right now, the crypto market as well as traditional markets. Now, in terms of where in the shorter to midterm we're going to face some areas of resistance, clearly have them laid out here at 32 cents, 49 cents, 60 cents, 83 and 93 cents, as well as $1.27, $1.73, 267, and 354, which is our all-time high. Keep that in mind on TRAC. 354 is our all-time high. Now, major area of support that I do want to see hold, I want to see ultimately this 21 to 20 cent area hold as support. This is actually going to get into the fun part of our conversation, and we're going to talk about why the thumbnail is what the thumbnail is. Now, if I really wanted to be a little bit clickbaity, I could have put on $13 on the thumbnail, but decided to be non-clickbaity and really put on what I felt was realistic as a minimum target. And let's have a conversation about that. So here you can see what I have drawn here is a fib extension. And the way that you measure a fib extension is you take the bottom of the prior impulse. I actually was a little bit conservative here and decided not to measure all the way down here during the beer virus low. Measured from the wick here on this weekly candlestick. Now you have 2 areas of price confluence. Also makes the targets just a tad more conservative. So for the bottom of this impulse all the way up to the all-time high, the top of the impulse, to the bottom of our correction. And the way you want to use these trend-based fib extensions is to give you an idea of what is possible for price. Again, could TRAC underperform? Could it double top? Could it create a high which is lower than our prior all-time high of 354? Yes, those are all possibilities. But if the market is set to go as parabolic as it is, and this chart, by the way, I love the structure of this chart. If this chart really is going to play out in what I believe is most likely in terms of the chart itself and as well as the market, I think this is going to be a very strong performer. If you go back in time and look at price multiples that have occurred in prior projects, calling for a roughly 30x, 20x, 30, 40x move in this project is not something that would be over the top in prior moves with other crypto projects, especially at its market cap ranking in the 200s. I believe it's at about 256 right now. So if we take a look at these trend-based fib extensions, really you'll see what I have targeted here, and I have this set for 2024, my expectations by the spring, summertime of 2024 is what I'm currently thinking. Also, to get my views on that, I'll share a link on the Bitcoin halving expectations video, so you can further see why I'm alluding to the spring, summertime of next year. But main targets I would look at here are the 1.618 and 3.618 fib extensions. Okay, anywhere in this box, that essentially, you can see this says 585 all the way up to 1292. So essentially between $6 to $13, right? Sweet spot right in the middle. If we could hit a fib extension right in the middle, that's over $9. Again, the trend-based fib extensions are a way to try to come up with some reasonable approximation of what we could anticipate if we clear our prior all-time high of 3.54. All right, let's take a look at two other charts here. This is a very common chart to assess with any crypto project, and it's measuring the relative health of an altcoin to Bitcoin. It's a TRAC BTC relativity chart. Pretty clear to see what's going on here. This is one of the more, I will say, in assessing the market, no matter what my passion is for a project and trying to remove that emotion and just logically looking at the charts as I do, I will say this is one of the most beautiful looking BTC pairing charts because we continue to consolidate and create new all-time highs, right? A high here, a higher high here. And we're waiting for price to come up, and will we double top? Will we underwhelm? Or will we begin to outperform Bitcoin even more so than prior times? Keep in mind that even if we double top, just to put things in perspective with our targets, even if we double topped up here at this point, looks like 0.5487, that means roughly that if Bitcoin's at $100,000, TRAC would be at $5.49, just to put things in perspective, right? So you can kind of use these charts also to assess the reasonableness of what you come up with for price targets back here based on where you see Bitcoin going ultimately in price and where TRAC could theoretically top at the price point of where Bitcoin is at. The last chart I want to take a look at here, and again, something that I commonly do on this channel, and you'll see this on the daily live stream that I do on All in the Charts when I go live each and every single weekday. You got to click the bell icon for notifications to know when I go live. One of the things I commonly do is I like to create custom charts. And in this case, the reason that I've created a TRAC ADA relativity chart, this is a 2-week chart. The reason that I created this chart is because the USD values are similar in value, right? If you took a look at my Caspa video the other day, you will see that I created a Casper chart. I've created one Harmony charts. I like creating a lot of unique charts where there are similar USD values. What is this telling me here? And you can take a look at the areas of price confluence here and the fact that we have a little bit of descending resistance here. But what is this chart ultimately telling you? Well, if you're not good with ratios, let me very quickly explain. TRAC is in the numerator, ADA is in the denominator. If this chart is moving up in value, what that means is the ratio is increasing in value, and that implies that TRAC, the numerator, is increasing in value. Stated differently, if the chart is moving up, TRAC is outperforming ADA. This is a beautiful looking, once again, a beautiful looking chart. In fact, I'm not calling this a cup and handle, but we certainly have a rounding bottom here. You can see the rounding bottom and then a little bit of consolidation, and we're waiting for the breakout here. What this chart is telling me is that TRAC looks very likely to continue to outperform Cardano, or as Jim Cramer says, Cardanzo, okay? And once again, if you're familiar with ADA and you wanted to backtest your theory or hypothesis that TRAC could hit anywhere between $6 to $13, take a look at the TRAC ADA chart, theorize where ADA could go, and then where TRAC could potentially hit relative to that ADA valuation. And you can backtest sort of your hypothesis in terms of the TRAC USD chart. If you appreciated the content, make sure to hit the thumbs up, drop me a comment, click the bell icon for all notifications to know when I go live each and every single weekday taking your TA questions. And until next time, spread awareness and let's all carry the education forward.
So what you gonna do, fiat dollar, or CryptoBullGod and his crypto maniacs and the entire cryptocurrency market run wild on